Hello, everyone. I wanted to open today with a poem. I was thinking about winter, of course. I'm thinking about winter, and I'm thinking about what does it mean um, to go into this cycle and to be a part of this season. And I think about the season of winter as a time for going inside and gestating, reflecting, gathering power, gathering energy. What is the energy that I want to gather at this time? What is the Where do I want to put my power? How can I regenerate? What is the regenerative energy or time or space or place that I need? So just to be thinking at this time about how the trees let go in the fall, and then once they let go, then they are able to come into this place of pulling everything inside. And they pull everything inside. And when they pull everything inside, they are uh, resting and regenerating for the next year. And so I have been thinking about that rest and that regenerative energy. And today I thought it would be really Ursula K. Le Guin is a favorite of mine. Please bring strange things. Please come bringing new things. Very old things come into your hands. Let what you do not know come into your eyes. Let desert sand harden your feet. Let the arch of your feet be a mountain. Let the paths of your fingertips be your maps. And the ways you go be in the lines of your palms. Let there be deep snow in your inbreathing, and your outbreath be the shining of ice. May your mouth contain the shapes of strange words. May you smell food, cooking that you have not eaten. May the spring of a foreign river be your navel. May your soul be at home where there are no houses. Walk carefully well, loved one. Walk mindfully well, loved one. Walk fearlessly well, loved one. Return with us. Return to us. Be always coming home. Be always coming home. Ursula K. Le Guin. Ursula K. Le Guin. And so I think we have this opportunity to come into a blessing way and into a beauty way, and to feel blessed by our lives, but also to have the season where we go internal, and where everyone goes internal, not just the trees outside, but also those of us who are inside. And how do I want to engage in this hospitality toward myself, and how can I welcome this um, this time of year into my being and be a part of these cycles and these seasons. And so I was thinking of, one of the things that we'll do is we'll go, 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 go. We'll go, 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 go until we don't have the steam left anymore. And so I think that it's important for us to have that hospitality toward ourselves, toward the world, toward one another. And that is one of the ways that winter can regenerate us, so that we have power to use, so that we have energy to use. And what is right use of power? Right use of power is the ability to say, oh, I have all of this energy. I have all this power. Everyone does. Everyone has power. And the question is, where do I want to put that power? Where do I want to express that power? Where do I want what or who or where? What kind of relationships do I want to have with other people who have power also? And how can we generate a new world together? How can we generate something that is good, true, and lasting? That's something that is really meaningful. And so these are some questions that I've been asking myself. And then also there's a little piece by William Butler Yeats. When we think about the times of year, we think about the spring. The spring is our childhood and new beginnings and new life. The east, the beginning of every day, and then the south is when the sun really reaches its zenith. And we're at noon, we're at that strong time of day, and that's adolescence. If we're looking at the if we're able to see the compass as one of the ways that we live, it's part of the cycle. The compass is one of the ways that we can see the cycles of life and the cycles of the day and the cycles of the seasons. And so then when we go to the south, it's the sun, and the sun is at the zenith, and that's the adolescence. And then we go to the fall, and the fall is where the sun goes down. The sun goes down in the evening, and dusk, the time of dusk, and the time of midlife. So fall, midlife, dusk. And then when we get to the winter time, it's the north, and the north winds, and the true north. And I think really that our true north is found in the wintertime. And when we are being called, all of us are being called to the north, no matter where we live, no matter what the weather is like, we all have these cycles and these seasons. And it's important in these times of day. And it's important that we start to honor and experience and explore these times of day. And we have so much light when we normally wouldn't have light in our cycles. It's thrown our cycles off. I was talking with my mom about this, and we were talking about how, when electricity, when they were first considering electricity, it was a concern that it would impact how people were living and people's health and well-being, and that it might not be the best thing for people to have electricity the way that we do. And so I just think it's an interesting conversation, and I can see the impact on the world. And don't get me wrong, I love my electricity. But I think it's time for other ways for us to have that, in a way where we are also honoring the seasons. We're honoring that there's a time to slow down. We're honoring that we need different times of day and different seasons and different times of life in order to really experience ourselves as being rested, as being vital, as being regenerated, as being energized. And each of the seasons, each of these experiences that we have throughout the day and throughout the year and throughout our lives, there's different energy to each of those things, and different ways that we are empowered to rest. We're empowered to rest. If we can. And there's a lot of people who can't rest right now, and that we could pray for rest, that we could pray for peace for I don't know about peace, but pray for everyone to have the ability to rest and to be nourished, and to have what they need, that everyone can have what they need and be in their natural rhythms and cycles, because we're out of rhythm, we're out of sync, we're out of our cycles. And so as we go into this cycle is the time of the fall, the time of the dusk, and we're in the winter, this kind of interesting cusp of winter, and going into winter solstice. And my beautiful sister Issa, is going to join me next week, and we're going to talk about the solstice and the meaning of solstice, and the different cultures and the different ways that it can be celebrated and acknowledged and honored, and that deep time of winter, and that welcoming back of the light and of the warmth. But for now, we get to be in the dark together, and how exciting is that? We get to be in the dark together. And so I am just curious, how do you like to reflect? How do you like to regenerate? How do you like to experience the power that goes deep? I really appreciate this piece by William Butler Yeats. He says, "I sat a solitary man in a crowded London shop, an open book and an empty cup on the marble tabletop. While on the shop and street I gazed, my body of a sudden blazed, and 20 minutes more or less, it seemed so great, my happiness, that I was blessed and so could bless, that I was blessed and so could bless." That's William Butler Yeats. So, how can we bless? How can we send our blessings, whether they're to our neighbor, whether they're to our beloved partner, whether they're to our children, whether they're to someone maybe we don't get along with, and we bless them, maybe someone that we don't really even like, or maybe they don't like us, and we send our blessings to them, and can we send our blessings everywhere now, all around the world? And I think about the many ways in which we can do that, and we can send it before us, the blessings, and we can send them behind us, above us, below us, all through the world, all through the earth, to the left of us, to the right of us, and send blessings everywhere now. Have a great week. I'll see you next Thursday.